flight Radio Master Boxer, this bad boy.
I've just built a brand new FPV quad. It is top spec, DJI O3, F60 T-motor motors. Everything is the nuts, and today I've also added into the mix some new batteries, some new props and a new radio, the Radio Master Boxer. So I'm just going to show you some clips of how I spent the day testing all these new components, checking they work and my thoughts about it. I'm running the KISS Ultra FCFC V2 flight controller. And now you're watching my first pack of the day, so I've just done a few manoeuvres, gauge prop wash, that kind of thing, and hit a few gaps, get a feel for it. You'll notice in the first few flights my inputs can be a bit overzealous, I sort of flip-flop back and forth, I'm not very precise. And that's me just getting used to the gimbals, which have slightly higher spring tension to my old Taranis X9D from about 2017. That's one example as I'm hitting that gap where I go back and forth with my inputs, not very smooth, just getting used to it. I'm currently running one of the default PID profiles from KISS Ultra. So I'm just warming up, getting a few flips, rolls, all that kind of thing in, just getting used to it. There's not much more I can gauge at this stage, and I'm running HQ props and a CN or CHBL battery pack, China Hobbyline. Now you see, getting slightly smoother, nearly hit the power loop.
Interestingly, this gap, I did not realise how tight it is. This gap is like 2-3 foot wide maybe. Yeah, so I'm amazed I even got through it once, let alone trying to power loop it. Right, try it again on the next pack. These PIDs are so much better now. I'm on KISS Ultra 2 experimental medium PIDs. So yeah, I don't know if everyone has access to those experimental ones. Anyway, nice. First pack of the Tattu R line, which is meant to be like the battery. I got them quite cheap.
Now these are all 6-cell batteries, and this is my first pack on the Tattu R line. Just gauging it here, see a few bursts, a few squirts, then a bit trying to keep it smooth, and I've kept the props the same as the last flight, so that is a constant. Again, hitting the gaps, maybe slightly smoother now because I've got used to it, but one interesting thing you'll notice is often when I'm doing those power loops, I did it then, and I'll do it again now, I overcorrect. See, I go too high on the landing. Now this changes later on when I change my props. At the moment I'm running HQ and the pitch is 3.8 or 4 I think, so fairly aggressive. As I'm also running the DJI O3 system, which is completely new to me as of about 3 packs ago, I'm trying to gauge reception, but I'll show you how I do that later on, and signal quality and loss. Now I'm really honing in on these little bushes as they're good markers to practice on and gauge how the quad flies. You can see how smooth and precise you're being, just as with the gaps, which I failed massively in my power loop there. Little inverted yaw spin, that was quite clean.
I mean, how do you even disarm the right way up and then flip? I don't know.
Channeling my inner Johnny FPV there with that flowing reversed shot. And now we're on to the next pack. See, quad just bounces. That's how well I've set it up. And here is my example of going, just dipping down behind these trees. So now I'm 2 lines of trees blocked over the river, just gauging my signal. And I've positioned the quad so that if I do lose video, I can just boost the power and I'll be home free. So it's always important to test the signal if you're going to be flying anywhere like that, especially over water.
Right, first flight on Ethix props. This is the only time ever I've tried a different prop in my FPV career, which seems pretty ridiculous. Used to be HQ were the nuts, and I bought so many HQ props, I'm still getting through them, so yeah. I'm gonna fly 2 packs with these props, 2 different packs, Tattu R-Line and my CHBL ones.
Here we go then with the new slightly lower pitch Ethix props. These are the Ethix Watermelon, the pink and green ones. And again, trying to do what I've done in the flights before to really gauge the difference. Like I say, using the bushes, how precise can I be? Am I staying nice and tight through the turns, etc. And now I'm just really feeling a bit more confident with the quad flying over the water. And later on in the video, I'll show you a little bit of a freestyle segment at the end. Hitting that gap, you can see how much better I am. Got used to the gimbals, got used to these props a bit more. There's none of those flip-floppy corrections. I'm able to glide nice and low. I was really enjoying this prop. It had certainly a little bit less pop, but overall it was so much more controllable and a well worth it sacrifice. I'm on a brand new 6S with T-Motor F60, lightweight, everything, so power is not an issue, so I think the lower pitch props are definitely for me. Now I'm hitting a few newer gaps slightly further away from me, and the confidence is really showing. And is it even an FPV video without a little orbit? And back the other way. Lovely. I feel like I can be super precise with those Ethix props. I'm definitely gonna buy a job lot now.
What a prop Ethix has made. Gee, so controllable, so much pop as well. It doesn't lose the pop. Yeah, that feels good, really good. Just strapping in the last pack. I'm gonna keep it smooth and in one piece.
Still really a quad test flight, but enjoy my last pack of the day.